Hi, and welcome to the next Scratch tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make your character move around the screen using the keyboard. Now obviously this is really important if you intend to make games, because you want to be able to let your user control the objects in the Scratch game. So, important concepts that you're going to need to know. Things that we've already covered are the fact that this green flag here is the start of a program, so that when I click the green flag up here, my program starts, and anything that's joined on to this is then run as part of that program. So that's really important. We've covered that before when we were looking at animation, and we used it to synchronize things together so that an animation, all the parts of an animation start at the same time. However, we're going to introduce some more ideas and concepts from this control section now, which is this yellow section up here. So first of all, we're going to encounter something called the forever loop, and we're also going to encounter something called an if loop. Now this if is an if statement. It's conditional. It's like in an English sentence, if you say if one thing happens, then something else will happen. And I'm able to say that if something happens and place it in this hexagonal shape here, then the code in this section between these two yellow brackets will happen. And if this doesn't happen, then this bit won't happen. So this is really useful for saying something like, if the spacebar is pressed, move my character 10 spaces. And if the spacebar is not pressed, then don't move the character 10 spaces, just don't do anything. But the only thing we have to make sure is that we use this forever loop as well, because the forever loop means that as long as our program is running, the computer is making that test that exists here to see if that key is being pressed. If we don't use this forever loop, it will just check once, do it once, and then stop. So it's really important that we make this forever loop, and makes the program go over and over and over and over again to keep checking whether or not the key is being pressed, so that the program keeps responding to what you do. So we're going to actually put that if loop inside that forever loop, and we're going to start off really simply, and we're just going to make the character move to the right if you press the space bar. So I'm going to go over to sensing now, and I'm going to look at this key pressed one here, and this is looking to see if a key is pressed. You can choose any key you want, but I'm going to leave it on spacebar for now, and I'm going to drag and drop that into our if conditional statement here. So now, the whole time that the program's running, once the green flag has been clicked, forever, the whole time the program's running, if the space key is pressed, it will do this. And if it's not pressed, it won't do anything. So really simply, I'm just going to say move 10 steps. So if the space key is pressed, move the character 10 steps. That means as long as I'm pressing the space key, it will move. As soon as I let go of the space key, it won't move. So let me just show you what that looks like when I click the run flag. You see now that it's all highlighted, and if I press the space bar, my character begins to move. And of course it doesn't do anything else, it just moves. So hang on a second. Pressing it, not pressing it, pressing it, not pressing it, pressing it, not pressing it. Now that doesn't help very much at the moment, because it literally takes the character to the edge of the screen and then nothing else happens. But hopefully you'll be able to see the possibility now that we can add more of these statements into our program and make our character go left, right, up, down, etc, etc. So I'm going to do that now quickly and show you how to do it. I'm going to lose this key, space key. In fact, no, I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to move that one, and I'm going to introduce another if loop, if statement here, and I'm going to drop that there, and I'm going to get another one of these sensing key press buttons and pop it in there. So now I've got two if statements nested within this forever loop. So it's now going to make two tests, and the first test that I want to make is to see if the left arrow is pressed, and the second test I want to see is if the right arrow is pressed. Now what I'm going to do is something slightly different this time. I'm going to go to the motion, and I'm going to motion section, and I'm going to say change X by a certain amount. Now this changes the X coordinate of the character's position. So for the left arrow, I'm going to pop that one in there, and then the same for the right arrow one. Now, if the right arrow is pressed, I want it to go right, and this corresponds to a positive change in X, so adding 10 to the X. If the left arrow is pressed, I want to reduce X, so I actually change that to minus 10, like so. And now, when I press the green flag, I will notice that I'm pressing the left and the right key only here, but now I've got some control over the direction that our cat can move. So it can either go left or right. And so I've got control over my character. Now it's just a case of simply repeating the same process again and adding two more ifs into this to give us control over the up and down motion as well. So once again, I'm going to go to my sensing. I'm going to drop 2 more keys pressed tests into there. I'm going to go for the up arrow and I'm going to go for the down arrow. And then I'm going to go back to my motion panel and I'm going to change the Y coordinate. So that's going to change the vertical coordinate. Sorry, that's the set Y when I want to change Y by 10. And this time it's the up arrow is the positive direction. So a positive change in Y will make the character go up, and a negative change in Y will make the character go down, which is the behaviour I want, because I want the up arrow to make it go up and the down arrow to make it go down. And now, if I play the game, I've now got full control over my character's position on the screen. And if I press 2 of the buttons at once, then I can also go diagonally in any way that I want. So I've now got complete control using the cursor keys of my character on the screen in its position. There's one more little thing that I'm going to add, and it's a little bonus really, is we haven't looked at costumes before, but I'm going to add this switch costume. Now if we go up to our character here and we click on costumes, you'll see that we've got this cat facing right. What I want to do is copy that, and it becomes costume 3, and I'm going to just rename these. I'm going to call that one right and that one left, and then I'm just going to make it so that when I edit this one, I'm going to flip it, mirror it like that, so that now it will be exactly the same but facing the other way. And I'm going to go back to my scripts, and then when the character goes left, I'm going to switch the costume to left, and when the character goes right, I'm going to switch the costume to right. And now our character will actually look like he's facing the direction that he's moving as well, like so. So there we have very simple control with a slightly changing and animated character that gives the impression of walking. That's all for now. I'm going to come on again in a bit later on and show you how you can start to make a very simple game using this. So I'll assume that you've seen this tutorial in that tutorial, and move on and show you how you can make a game using this. For now, that's it. Of course, you can download the project file from learnscratch.co.uk, and I'll see you soon.